Hi, my name is James Thomas Douglas, and my feasibility study was on implementing a field trip program for all special education students here in York School District 1. The reason this was so near and dear to my heart was because, one, I've been working in special education for about 5 years now, and I see how important it is for these children to get out of the classroom. Here in York, South Carolina, most special education classrooms are called self-contained, which means they are pretty much self-explanatory, contained to a classroom. They are confined to a classroom for the majority of the day, being that, most of the time they are either a emotional disorder kid, a OHI, which means other health impairments, or they're LD kid, which means learning disabilities. So they're not really trusted to go on field trips and things like that. And in my personal opinion, I feel like field trips help not only to get them out of the classroom, but it also means that it allows them to be more social. So I came up with a survey where I just compounded a bunch of questions about just the interest in going out and having field trips. So my survey was given out to 4 special education students. I made sure I picked some of the ones that were a little higher on the spectrum of autism, seeing as most of the kids here have a touch of autism. Others have autism and other ailments. I also was able to speak with and give my survey to a woman named Mrs. Page. She's been teaching special education for about 32 years, I want to say. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 25 to 30 plus years of teaching special education. And the unique thing about her was that she's only taught emotional disorder children. So she understands. I don't know if you guys know much about emotional disorder children, but most of them can be violent. They have random outbursts. They are combative. They're oppositional most of the times when told to do things. So I wanted to make sure I got her feedback. So I went with 4 special education students, and I got a 100% agreement rate with them. They all were full on board with implementing field trips, as I knew they would be. I only had 1 out of the 2 teachers that I gave the survey to agree to the field trip. So that put us at about 50% with that. And the teacher who did not agree with going on field trips, her main issue was with them being able to function in a capacity where there are random people. So we took them to a park, or she used an example of just taking them to a park and saying, hey, they're at this park and there's other children they're not used to, which I didn't give her any feedback on what she gave me, but honestly, she proved my point. That is the exact reason why I feel like field trips are important, because they have to learn how to get along and be around people other than their mothers or their fathers all day. And I did send the survey over to the district office, our head superintendent, Miss Kelly Cox, and our HR person, Mr. Oliver Love. They were both on the fence. They did agree that it was a good idea, so I'm going to take that as 100% of agreement.